Hi everyone. For this video, I would like to talk about Keir Starmer. And number one, my thoughts go out to him because today his house caught fire, and I only saw the headlines. I really don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I do know that this is a full moon in Scorpio and lots of other transits, and the energies are not good. So that's unfortunate for him. But I just wanted to check out something because I was kind of wondering about this. You know, I did that crystal ball reading about him, that he may get a vote of no confidence, and that a woman might come to power as prime minister. But now I'm kind of wondering, because I was looking at the upcoming energies, and apparently Jupiter is coming into Gemini, and it's moving out of Taurus, where it has been focused on money and land stability, but it's all about communication, deals, and negotiations. And Neptune is in Pisces, which is adding fogginess and cover-ups. So we are going to check this out. But if Jupiter comes in, then that will highlight, or it'll exaggerate, the issues around fishing rights. This is what I was kind of wondering, because of Pisces, there might be some backhandedness on, or underhandedness on fishing rights, drug smuggling, or maritime crime. Pisces covers most of this because it has to do with the sea, obviously, and it could be like underwater oil and gas, or deep sea drilling, or sea border disputes. It could be all of that, and that's what we've had in the past with Brexit. There's a rumor that there's been quiet talk, not officially about rejoining the EU, but on fixing Brexit. So, I don't know, he might pursue backdoor deals. And I remember that fishing rights were a major flashpoint in the Brexit talks. And oil exploration in the North Sea is another controversial issue. So, if Jupiter is activating Pisces or Neptune, it could blow the cover off of hidden negotiations or deals or scandals around sea-based resources. We're just going to look into all of that. So I'm going to use the Medieval Scapini Tarot. It's getting harder to find, this deck. I had one, and I used it so much for other readings that I've had to buy another deck. So it's getting kind of harder to find, because I think it's out of oops. These all went everywhere. Okay, it's out of print. But I love this little deck. So we are going to ask about Keir Starmer. We're asking about Keir Starmer, clearing all the old energies away here and raising our vibrations. Okay. Alright, we want to know this about Keir Starmer and his current intentions. Is he making underhanded deals, backhanded deals, whatever you, under the table negotiations? Doing quiet talk? What is happening, please? Okay, that's done. Okay, so what exactly is is he planning in regards to the EU? And I'll just do about, let's see, we'll do 5. What is hidden? Like, what's not being revealed to the public? And can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. There you go. And potential exposure. Will all these plans be exposed? What will be the public reaction? I wrote all these questions down here. And our underlying is, let's get out of the middle. What is our underlying? What is the underlying? What is the underlying energies here? Oh, what are the underlying energies here? Okay, ready, guys? Underlying energies. Okay, well, that wasn't quite the middle, but let's see. Underlying energies. The 7 of coins in reverse. Whatever is going to happen is not going to... that's like dying on the vine. So any negotiations he makes, because that is like... if you see that... And all these, and funny, look at that. All of those guys are playing, are gambling. And that's like planting seeds and waiting around for them to grow. But that's gambling. It's in reverse. I just wonder about that. If he is planning on, or what, has he already made negotiations that nobody knows about? I don't know. Well, it just came to my mind. So what, Keir Starmer, what are your current intentions with the EU? What are you planning on in regards to the EU? And like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about in private? That's temperance. And that is, you know, I think that is weighing out, going back and forth. Wow, that's a big card. And if you see that little, that's the John the Baptist anointing Jesus, or baptizing him, and there's the dove coming down, the Holy Spirit. You know what? I think that is making negotiations stuff, but it might not go anywhere. I mean, this is like I said, your negotiations dying on the vine or something, you know, but, or what you plant dies on the vine. But this definitely is negotiations right there, because you're mixing with the others, you know, and you're mixing it back and forth, you know, having probably conversations. And yeah, I do think maybe the EU likes him better than they did Boris Johnson. And so what is hidden? What is not being revealed to us, please? What is not being revealed to us? The King of Cups in reverse. I was trying to look at the picture there. Funny, there is a girl behind, hiding behind What are you hiding, Keir? What are you hiding from us? The King of Cups in reverse. Because with this right here, and that, this honestly, and that is betting. Look at them people betting there and not growing on the vine. And this is meeting up with them, you know, and this is, that is a scandal. There's so much water here as well, because the King of Cups is a water sign. And also could be like a Cancer, or it could be Scorpio, or even, well, not so much Pisces, I don't think, but mostly Cancer. And it's in reverse. And also, I mean, the cups are emotions. There is definitely a scandal going on here with him. So the role of fishing rights, that was a huge issue. And I think it's still going on, you know, but our fishing rights, and that could be that too, because it's all watery. So are fishing rights a part of this secret agenda? Keir, what are you doing? What are you doing? The Page of Wands. And that is news. That is news, but in with the Seven of Coins in reverse, news of, you know what? We're going to find out. We're going to find out about this scandal. We're going to at least find out about the fishing rights. Will these hidden plans come to light? The Falling Tower in reverse. That is the tower. And that's when you screw yourself up. You've destroyed yourself because of your actions. I'm telling you, he's going to get a vote of no confidence there. What will... Because the next question is, what will be the public reaction or political consequences? It's going to be a vote of no Look at that, Nine of Swords. He's in the nightmare. And this is, yeah, I think it's going to be, he's going to be out. He's going to be out of there. I mean, look at this guy right here in that's a coffin. That's a coffin. And in reverse, I mean, the Nine of Swords, of course, is nightmares. It's or stress. And this dude, dead in the water. So I'm taking it that he is going to be out. Especially with all those energies and stuff. So is Keir Starmer going to be out of office soon? Vote of no confidence. And also, I know what I was going to ask. I know what I was going to ask. I was going to ask if that that fire was a omen for him, a bad omen. Was the fire a bad omen, please, for him, for Keir Starmer? Ready? I would say that. That's strength. And that is a fire card anyway. Leo. I would say so. and it's upright, and that is fire energy. Let me just see. I'm trying to see what that says about that guy in the background. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a tiny little picture of a guy in the background there. I'm not sure. But this is definitely a fire card. And I said, was that a bad omen? I would say yes. Wow. So was that fire a bad omen? What else can you tell us, please? That's the Four of Wands in reverse. And that would be like a foundation in reverse. It's another fire card. And that would be your home and your, you know, a home card or marriage card. Yeah, I would say that was a bad omen. Okay, let's just ask. I'm going to get one of my favorite little rune oracles out. It's Norse Goddess Rune Oracle. I love that deck. We're going to ask about Keir Starmer's energy. Oops. And has he been backhanded, underhanded, whatever you want to call it? Has he been underhanded with the EU, trying to drag us back in it? I know a lot of you too. I don't want to get a political or whatever. I just want to see if he's doing backhanded, underhanded things. So let's ask, what are you doing, Keir? What are you doing? Okay. What in the world are you doing? Let's do the past. So, what's happened in the past? In the past, that's Laguz, and that's the lake card. And this is emotions, intuition, and flow. But in reverse, this person is drowning, is overwhelmed, and it's not good. So present, what's happening right now? So is Keir doing something like having quiet talk with the EU? Is he having quiet talk with the EU? And that's another one that would be in reverse. It's Wunyo Merkstave, and Merkstave is like the dark shadow side, and this is loss, sadness, and depression. Because Wunyo is like joy, but I think it's is that Freya? But she had a golden necklace, and oh, she's lost it. So very sad that she loved it. So there's a lot of emotion here. That sadness. I'll put it upright just so you can see. But these two right here, sadness and depression, and that being overwhelmed, And this too, it could be what's happened today, you know, with the with him losing his, with the house fire and stuff. But I was also asking about, okay, I just want to know as well, is that a bad omen? Is that a bad omen that he, and that's another Merc stave. Wow, Alga's Merc stave. You know what that is? Alga's is protection, security, and that's in the shadow part. And it's boundaries, defense, and denial. You know what? That would be in reverse. But since it's Merc stave, I'll just keep it up anyway because it's the shadow side of, and boundaries, defense, and denial, and that's all going out the window, you know. So I do think that was a bad omen because that was in Merc stave, and also it's protection. And you know what else? I read that it's that area is like, I don't know, they're checking it out. They're checking this out to see if it was a terrorist or something. Well, we can ask if you want. Was this an act of terrorism, please? Was this an act of terrorism? Was this an act of terrorism? It was Merc stave. Disloyalty, imbalance, and solitude. I don't know what they will find, but disloyalty, that would be going against him. Was this an act of terrorism that Keir Starmer's house burned? Was this an act of terrorism? And Othla that was in reverse. Inheritance, family, and home. And that he was Merc stave, imbalance, and I would say somebody was out to get him because the Othla, and it was in reverse, wasn't it? Home, and not protected with that Alga's in reverse. Wow. You know, that could have been a somebody angry with him. But I told you guys all this bad energy all coming in. And last but not least, I'm asking okay. So this way is yes, and like vertical is yes to you guys, and horizontal to you is no. So I'm going to ask Miss Diana, my lovely pendulum. We all want to know if Keir Starmer is working behind the scenes to try to make a deal with the EU, please. Is he working behind the scenes to try to make a deal with the EU? Please. I'll give you a little kickstart. Is Keir Starmer working behind the scenes to try to make a deal with the EU? And Yes or no, please. It's finally going to yes. Wow, okay. We want to know about, are there, let me see, are the fishing rights, what I meant is to try to align back with the EU, to get the UK aligned back in with the EU. Is that what he wants to do? To align the UK back in with the EU. Yes or no, please? Okay, it's going, can you see it? It keeps going around in a circle. Because sometimes that's when we can't find out. It's so odd. It's like it's blocked, you know. You tell me if the energy is blocked, please. Is the energy blocked? Can you not find out? And that's going to yes. The energy is blocked. Well, can you tell us? I'm just looking at the questions here. Are fishing rights on the agenda? And that's going to yes. What about deep sea oil, like in the North Sea? Is that on the agenda too? And that's going to yes. Okay. Because all of the energies, like with Pisces, Jupiter, I think, in Pisces soon. In June and July, I think. It's, will a scandal be exposed before the end of 2025? Will a scandal be exposed by the end of 2025, please? Stuck there. Will a scandal be exposed by the end of 2025, please? Can you please tell us yes or no? Will we know of a scandal with Keir Starmer by the end of 2025? And, you know, guys, this is kind of odd because this seems like he is, does he have dark magic? I'm just going to ask, okay, because you guys, I don't know if you want to know that, but does he have dark magic protecting him? Look at that. Whoa, look at that. Okay. Yes. Because it just keeps on going around. Okay. That fire today, was that a bad omen for him? Was that a bad omen? Was that a bad omen for Keir Starmer? You know what? He just does give me the creeps. This is my opinion only, guys. But was that a bad omen for Keir Starmer? I just want you to look that this keeps on going around and around. And it knows that up for yes and sideways for no. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, I guess we know what kind of person he is. Is he in the dark arts? Let's just ask. Is Keir Starmer in the dark arts, please? Is he into the dark arts, please? Whoa. Okay, guys, I'm just get is going to yes. Okay, so you know what? I'm done. Holy crap! That gave me the goosebumps. That gave me the. Okay. Thank you to Archangel Michael for protecting us and keep your wings of protection around us. Thank you. And we call upon the highest divine loving source that you always protect us, me and my family, and all the people watching right now, and all the ones in the future. Thank you. And thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Please click that like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you all, my new subscribers. Thank you so much. And all of you lovelies who've been with me for, well, since the beginning. And I appreciate you. And I want to have a shout out to my members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all. And if you'd like to support me, you can press the join button, or you can either buy me a coffee on my Ko-fi page. It's in the channel description. And I'm just going to say thank you, and I will see you on the next one.